A large public funeral has been held in western Yemen's Hodeidah province for the victims of U.S. airstrikes that hit the Ras Isa oil port. The Sana'a-based authorities say 245 people were killed, most of them port workers and rescue teams. The official funeral took place in a tense atmosphere while protesters rallied near the port. Demonstrators condemned what they described as ongoing attacks on civilians and vital infrastructure, referring to a series of strikes that targeted the seaport and airport on Saturday night. CGTN's Ehab has the details.
U.S. airplanes carried out 13 airstrikes last night on Hodeidah province in western Yemen. The strikes targeted the port and airport and destroyed part of the Maritime Affairs building. After the attacks, hundreds of residents in the coastal city protested, calling for an end to Washington's targeting of civilians and civilian facilities.
U.S. planes targeted Hodeidah city yesterday with 13 airstrikes, hitting the port and airport. They're bombing civilian facilities and structures.
Our protest today, whether in Hodeidah or other provinces, is to condemn the U.S. aggression. It's a protest against the targeting of civilian objects and facilities that belong to the Yemeni people, not to any specific group, sect or party.
The protests coincided with an official public funeral for victims of earlier airstrikes in the Ras Isa oil port. The attacks also killed 80 people, including port workers and rescue teams. People at the funeral called for international investigation and for those responsible to be held accountable.
We are the families of the victims killed by the U.S. airstrikes. 5 workers from our neighborhood have been martyred. We were only able to recover 3 of them. The other 2 were completely burned. This is an act of aggression against our country and an unjustified attack on civilians. Why are they targeting our sons?
Public anger is mounting among the victims' families and people of Hodeidah. International organizations are also repeating calls to respect humanitarian law and stop targeting vital facilities. As American airstrikes intensify, the human cost remains the heaviest. Families are losing their loved ones. There are calls for a national investigation to the attacks and for an end to the U.S. targeting of civilians and vital infrastructure. Ehab, CGTN in Hodeidah, Yemen.